see what happens here. I'm going to start with the hardest thing. This is a curvy flashlight. Do you see where the difference in her eye is?
The left one doesn't
The
track
left
it.
one.
I
That's the
can,
left
I
one,
can
right?
feel it in the spine.
Unbelievable.
I knew it. But when I went to the ophthalmologist,
Yeah, they wouldn't.
You have to send, I send patients to a specialized, someone who deals with these movements and not just visual acuity. Hard to find.
But
I mean,
You just come here for $50.
Yeah.
You're good. 60
It
for
probably is not enough to make any difference unless you wear glasses.
yeah, I don't.
And then when you get a little bit older and you wear glasses,
Which is soon.
you just would have one, and that would just take care of it right there. Okay, so then convergence.
So what, she has
She
astigmatism?
doesn't,
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can't diagnose that, but I know that one eye is,
Stronger, right?
yeah.
The right is-
Mhm. Okay, so I'm gonna go towards the nose, and her eyes should come all the way in. And this eye comes in more. Do you see that?
I can't see because of her nose, but I can see this
come
window.
around so you can see.
Yeah, come over here.
Yeah, come on this side so you can see head
It's
on.
pretty subtle, but I think you can see it. I'll wait for her.
Now notice too how she's trying to go towards the object, which I'm trying to. Now, she also could be the type of personality that wants to do everything right, and by going towards it, that could be also.
And her chin's a little forward.
And see, no, look at the,
Left eye
yeah,
does not go all the way in.
correct.
right eye's also higher.
Got a really pointy chin.
Her right
I
eye's
still
higher
think it's
at
a
this
neck.
moment than
Oh.
her left.
Like it's this.
I'll do it just once more because I know it's gonna hurt your eyes. It's not a lot, it's just a little. And probably the more that I would do that, probably the better that you would get.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna,
Oh, here, let's do this. Do convergence again. I'm not going to touch her. See if that makes a difference.
okay,
Because this was so interesting with Stuart.
okay, I'm gonna stop right there because that's where you can actually see it. It's, boy, it's just
You can see it's-
very small, but it's
Right
there.
across your eyes too.
Okay, now we'll do tracking.
So right there, where
So I'm not touching her.
it's like a stop right there.
So now I'm going to come in.
Right eye, she's in this left eye stops for a little
The
bit.
left eye.
Showing the points in the exact same spot.
So see how just my stimuli with the pelvis, what it does to her shoulders and stuff, how much she's moving around. Because I'm not doing that, she is.
The reason that I stop and start again is because if you blink, then that kind of doesn't work.
Okay.
Because some people,
Try not to blink or like be conscious of it?
well, just when I'm doing it, it might, yeah, it'd probably be easier.
Okay.
But like my husband, I've been married to him.
25 years when they were in my
25 years.
office and she's like, oh my gosh.
He can't cross midline.
Oh, really? That's funny. Are you going further with my right than my left?
I hope not.
Oh, okay.
So the blinking sometimes indicates a stress point or.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Especially when it's across the nose, means.
But this is what Michelle and I do. This is what's great. I love this. Where she goes that way.
Sorry if I'm blinking.
Yeah, that's okay.
So see now though, if I let her though, she'd fall. That's what I was talking about with Benjamin.
Notice when
Yeah.
she goes to that side, she
So-
she
so
turns
that's
her head
where-
to see it.
I have a hard time working on the babies when I'm saying, oh, see here, he would fall and stuff. Well, so would Heather Joy, but Heather Joy can drive a car and stuff. It's not that I'm saying, you know, look at the fall.
Right.
I'm just saying, notice with this kind of vision and stuff going on, this is where we need to enhance. There we go, our back's starting to, that's me getting into the system more now. You feel that?
Honey, stay upright.
I'm just
Just
gonna
watching.
go,
Is it
I just want to go down and just see what
She says, well,
anything happens.
Now I'm trying to start tilting her pelvis. Tilt of the pelvis and vision to me is really big because it's sort of like going down the road with shock absorbers in your cars. I mean, you want the vestibular, the equilibrium to have the same stability. So that's why when somebody says, oh, my one leg is longer than the other, I'm like, yeah, well, when you're climbing a set of stairs, you're now 10 inches off, you know, or 8 inches for the rung of the stairs. And let me tell you, you think you don't get adapted to that, go to places like South Africa where there's no codes, and they could just make one step 8 inches and the next one 6. That's really weird to suddenly go down a flight of stairs when we are so habitually used to everything being same. Or like Bhutan, you just see these old people walking up and I'm like, where they just disappeared to? Well, there's probably a shrine there. I mean, any kind of running water with the Tibetans and stuff, there will be a little shrine that they go to. They're like goats, they just go off.
I used to love it in the canyon, you know, when I'd be down in the canyon, I'd be, you know, it was really hard.
The Grand
And
Canyon?
somebody and so somebody from, a little old lady from Germany, there she goes.
Yeah. But they just have more use to that in that pelvis. So if I come under
Yeah.
here with Heather Joy, see, you can see where this side is harder to counter than this. Feel that?
I feel like both sides are hard.
They could be enhanced, but I'm just saying it's still different.
Yeah.
And see, this is what I talk about when I go on to the ischium. See when I affect it, what it does to the whole body when I'm working with the Benjamin.
And you're exaggerating.
I'm exaggerating, yeah, but I'm just saying though, Heather Joy is also a functioning adult, and she should just adjust to it. Since I'm seeing certain things, that's where I'd go to enhance. What I'm trying to say is just because I see issues with movement doesn't mean it's cognitive.
Right.
But it does mean it's cognitive. So which way do you want to look at it?
So what did you think about the eyes? This one,
Is a little different
just
than
different.
the other one. But very slight.
See, now, see how the back's going straight. This is what I was working on with Benjamin, where I want to come in, and there we go. Now, no offense, she's going off the table, and she might not trust me, and you know what I mean? Like, I have to be aware of.
I mean, as she was going back.
Feel the difference here. See it coming down here versus already to here. So again, is her eye being a little different also because of the way the pelvis wants to be? This is where you have to start
Actually-
looking at the system.
I have a, almost like a double jointed left hip, I think, I'm pretty sure. It pops out. I wonder if that is related.
So someone who always crosses their legs, would that make a difference in the eyes, you think? No? Yes?
The eyes will always be affected by the rest. So, okay, so now everybody, Heather Joy's gonna get tracked by Diane. So Diane's gonna do tracking again, right? And so you can see. Now I'm not working with her, I'm just holding her back of her pelvis. So once she goes back and forth. So now I want Heather Joy to tighten her tailbone and now track. Can you see the difference? So relax the tailbone now and contract your
I'm
toes.
not breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's holding it.
No, but I'm just saying, look at what the kids are doing to do vision in
Yes.
their bodies. So did you contract your toes? Can you guys see a difference?
Let's see stress and effort. You
Right,
just-
right. So now I want you to go, what I was doing the other day, the CP pose. So contract both hands and bring them up. And now try and track. I mean, it's just, her neck is just,
I can see the shaking of them.
yeah. So can you see how the quality of the vision gets affected by, yeah, and look at,
I was
Yeah.
breathing for you, sorry.
no, but to appreciate what we expect of our children sometimes versus,
so
you know what I
helpful.
mean? So now, instead of me just letting her sit there and do it, you know what I mean, with the toes contracted, so contract your toes now again, we'll track that way. And see, I'm still going to work to see already how she can at least breathe and do things even though she has contracted. Right? And sort of what I was doing with Amber is let the toes go. Where it's going to actually make it hard for her to contract the toes anymore naturally, and then she'll see better, and then win-win. And then if she sees better with uncontracted toes, hopefully the cognitive brain goes, I can see better and don't have to contract my toes, well then the heck, I'm not going to contract my toes. Now, you and I might make that jump logically, but their systems will do it as like an automatic processing, just like writing code for a computer. Does that make more sense? Was it easier even with contracted toes when I was helping you move?
Much.
Yeah, yeah. Now, just from that little bit of her eyes being messed with, go up, walk around and see what that feels like on your body.